Hi everyone, it's Nishti here, specialist dietitian for children and parents, and in this video I want to talk about outgrowing a milk allergy. 5 things that you need to know as a parent. Maybe you are here because you have started your child on the milk ladder, yet they haven't outgrown their allergy to milk. Maybe you're about to start the milk ladder. Maybe your child is 3 years old and still hasn't outgrown their allergy. If that is you, this video is for you. This is a very highly requested video, so please comment below if you have been one that has been waiting for this video. So I'm Nishti and I'm the founder of Nishti's Choice, an online provider of holistic healthcare to children and parents, and we help parents all over the world with a range of clinical medical conditions. So the first thing I want you to know and reassure you if you're watching this is the good news first is that most children will outgrow their allergy by school age. 90% by the age of 3. So I think that's really good news. And I will say from our clients, in the last 2 weeks, we've probably had 5 children on the milk ladder, and 4 are doing quite well. The last one, because he's got multiple allergies, is taking a little bit longer, but you see most children will outgrow their allergy to cow's milk, which is great news, isn't it? The number 2 point that I want to mention is progress is different. One child might just whisk through the milk ladder and they will be fine and they've outgrown it before you know it. And then some children take a bit longer. And don't think of it as a linear progression. It's not just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It could be 1, 2, and then maybe 1, and then maybe 1, 2, 3, and then maybe you have to go down again because they're reacting. And it's not a linear progression. It can be back and forth a couple of times, but that's again very, very normal. So progression and a child's progression is very different. Every child is different, and it really depends on the severity of the symptoms to start with, and also if their symptoms were immediate or non-immediate. So that brings me on to point number 3. If your child had severe reaction, like an IgE reaction, then they tend to outgrow their allergy much later in life. It could even be teenage years. So the severity of your child's symptoms will determine when they will outgrow their allergy. If your child had, for example, our latest client who outgrew it very quickly, he had colic, reflux and diarrhea and congestion as an infant, and we started the milk ladder at 9 months for him because his symptoms weren't that severe in early childhood, and he whisked through the milk ladder with absolutely no problem. So it depends on the severity of your child's symptoms as well. So the other one, now let me just get my notes. So so that would be number 3 or 4, I don't know now. But the next step is that if your child can tolerate baked milk in a biscuit, for example, or in a muffin, these are the 1, 2, 3 steps of the 6-step milk ladder. If your child can tolerate baked milk products fine, then that's a good sign. It shows us that they are more likely to outgrow their allergy. We have children who can't even tolerate baked milk. So if your child can tolerate step 1, 2, and 3 of the milk ladder, very good sign. And then we've got, if they have accidentally had milk. So some families go, oh, I accidentally gave them, or they stole their siblings' chocolate, or they had yogurt by mistake, but they were fine. Oh, well, that's a good sign. So what we would advise is try it again, the same thing. And if they're fine, then they have most likely reached a point where they should be able to tolerate that step on the milk ladder, and then you can progress up accordingly. Now, the last one I want to talk to you about is if they have started to outgrow any other allergies, then that's also a good sign. So we have a boy who has got dairy and soya allergy, and he accidentally had soya yogurt, because it can be very difficult to buy yogurts that are dairy free, like there's so many out there, and mom bought him accidentally one with soya in, and he was able to tolerate that fine. So that told us that if he could tolerate the soya, perhaps he's now ready. This is a good sign that he is ready to also outgrow his allergy to milk. So we started the milk ladder, and he whizzed through that as well. So there are quite a few things to take into account when it comes to outgrowing a milk allergy. So one was, it's a good news is most children outgrow it. Most children by the age of 3, 90% would have outgrown it. And every child is different. Every child will progress different at a different rate. And the severity of their symptoms will play a role. So severe symptoms, they might outgrow it a little bit later in life. Less severe symptoms, they may outgrow it quicker. So severity of symptoms is important. And then if they could tolerate baked milk products, fine. If they can't tolerate that, that's a good sign. It might tell you that your child will progress a little bit quicker. And then if they've accidentally had it, great, and they were fine, even better. That shows us that they might be ready now, or they are ready and they have outgrown their allergy. And the fifth point is, if they have successfully managed to outgrow another allergy, then they would probably most likely also be ready to start the milk ladder. So I hope this was helpful. Very brief video, 6 minutes or 7 minutes. If you want a chat with myself for 15 minutes, free of cost, then feel free to comment below with the word choice, and we'll be in touch and we can have a chat. We provide online help and support to families all over the world, and it's so lovely to speak to you all. Cow's milk allergy is a condition that affects children all over the world, and the treatment process is the same, and the diagnosis process is the same. So if you need any help and support, or you want to chat, feel free to get in touch with the word choice below this video. I'll see you all in the next video.